Good evening, folks. This is Dennis Raines, your mayor. There seems to be a lot of discussion in the city about our downtown. As most of you may have heard, we took probably a historic vote, and probably a vote that will take us into history of this city in years to come. That vote simply was for the purchase and sale of the property that we currently own, laying out some specific guidelines for the developers. One of those would certainly be a time frame for which the development should start. During that vote, my opponent, Mr. Merritt, voted against us selling our property to the developers. That same day, we had 20 investors from 4 different states in our city, and we had also the developers in our city. We had lunch with those folks, and they were extremely excited about what they saw both in our city and also in talking with all of our citizens. They even made the comment that this was the friendliest place they had ever been in quite some time. And that's a great credit to our folks here in the city of Mauldin. But not only did my opponent, Mr. Merritt, vote against it, he had also made a motion to table that particular line item on our agenda. Now, what would have happened had that passed would be that we would not be able to take that up for 6 months after that meeting. And I feel pretty sure that the excitement that our developers and the investors have in spending $200 to $250 million in our city, I feel pretty sure that at that point in time, they would have simply just walked away from this project. And so therefore, the effects of that would be that the citizens that really do want a downtown and move us away from just being across roads, that probably would not occur, not in any near future. And so it was a crucial vote for us, and the vote was a 5-2, and it did pass, okay? Very first step, there will be many other votes to come after this step. The developers have to review the contract and come back to us. Okay, if there's no issues with the contract, then they'll sign off on that particular purchase and sale agreement. But they also, a part of that agreement was that they would have public meetings, and they have already agreed to at least 3 or 4 public meetings and get the input from our citizens about what do you want our city to be? You know, what do you want the first downtown ever in the city of Mauldin to look like? You know, what do you want it to be in terms of how it looks, the architectural feel of that, the common spaces, the retail location. And so, you know, a historic vote was taken Wednesday, October the 30th, and I'm proud to say that vote finally came out positive for our investors. I was in a meeting with them, or not a meeting, but on a conference call with them Friday, and I wanted to be absolutely sure that I didn't misunderstand them when they said that they were ready to go. Not only did they reiterate that, but they said they wanted to break ground on this particular property January of 2020. There's a 45-day due diligence clause in the purchase and sale agreement, and so you might understand with that and with their goal of getting started in January 2020, while we took the action that we did at the time that we took that action. Matter of fact, one of them made the comment in that conference call that the bulldozers are running. So folks, the bulldozers are running, and we hope that very soon that we can get the ground broke and finally bring a downtown to the citizens of Mauldin that so much deserve it. So, with that, I thank you. If you have any questions, my phone number is on the city website. Just give me a call. Thank you.